Hey everyone, it's time for another quick update this week. Coming up on this week's episode, Andre joins us to talk about an education situation developing in Ontario. Mike lets us know what the next steps are for the Missing Project, and We Need a Law has put out some really great position papers. Anna joins us for that. So let's get right into it. A family in the Ottawa area was in the news recently on the issue of gender in the classroom. Over to you, Andre.
Thanks for that, Colin. Last week I wrote a blog on a very troubling case in Ottawa, Ontario, in which a teacher has been teaching her grade 1 students that girls aren't real and boys aren't real, resulting in trauma, in psychological confusion in her students. Now, a family of a little girl, who's been referred to as N, just by her first initial, has asked that teacher to stop, asked the principal for the teacher to stop, even asked the school board superintendent for that kind of teaching to stop, or at the very least to affirm this little girl in her gender identity as a girl. All of this has been refused by the school board. So the family has taken this situation to the Ontario Human Rights Tribunal, and the lawyers for the school board have responded that there's no right to demand that a gender identity that corresponds with your birth sex needs to be affirmed. And this is really problematic. In fact, the lawyers have actually said that this is consistent with the new curriculum. It's consistent with messages and messaging from the Minister of Education. Now, this is the Minister of Education under the Doug Ford Conservative government in Ontario. And so they need to hear from us. I mean, not the lawyers, I mean the Premier and the Minister of Education and your MLA need to hear from us that this is ridiculous. This kind of behavior has to stop. When teachers are so blinded by the ideological commitments of the new gender orthodoxy, such that little girls and boys are completely and thoroughly confused about who they are, then we're seeing not only that ideas have consequences, but that bad ideas have victims, and those victims are little girls and little boys. This must stop, and we need you to contact your MLA to make it stop. So click right up here. This is a link to the article of the blog that I wrote about this issue, and contact your MLA to make sure that we can bring common sense back to our public schools and speak up for little girls and little boys. Thanks so much. Back to you, Colin.
Thanks, Andre. As mentioned, we have an easy mail ready for you, and you can send that to your Ontario MPP right here. The Missing Project documentary launched on Canada Day. So, Mike, what's happening now?
Thanks, Colin. Yeah, I just wanted to take this opportunity to give an update on the Missing Project documentary. Many of you took the opportunity last week to download the documentary and view it. And it was incredible, the responses that we got. So many of you were appreciative of this 70-minute film that captured 50 years of history of all what's missing in Canada and how abortion has impacted families right across our country for decades now. The second phase of this is going to be rolled out this fall when we're going to have on-location screenings. If you would like to see this film in your area, in your church, in your community, in your local library, and you want to host that, please be in contact with us at info@weneedalaw.ca, and we'll set you up with everything that you need so that you can show this to your friends and broader community. Again, info@weneedalaw.ca, and we will connect you with all the information that you need.
Thanks, Mike. If you want to learn more or watch the trailer, go to this link right here. Now, We Need a Law has just released some position papers, and Anna has more on that.
Thanks, Colin. Yeah, we released 2 position papers last week. One is abortion is not healthcare, and the other is abortion is not a charter right under Section 7. And so we've already been getting a great response. We're really excited about that. People read them and they feel able to defend their position and ready to talk to others about it. So we're hoping these will be the beginning of a series of position papers that we'll put out to define terms ourselves and start the debate on our terms rather than letting the other side define the terms or just having people read social media headlines and feel like they know the debate, but really get into the nuances of the debate and have people feel ready to defend their position.
Thanks, Anna. This is a great resource that anyone can use when talking to family, friends, and neighbors about the issue of preborn human rights. That's all for this week. Thanks to you for watching Quick Updates. Again, please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you for another episode next week.